No, I just love the coffee, and that's kind of like a historical. I went to Guatemala, near where you guys I think sourced some of the beans. It was one of the best coffees I had then, and I think when I was reading about it, that's what I was like, oh, you guys sourced it there. That was one of the best cups of coffee I ever had when I was there. I was in, we went to Atitlan and like all the history there, the crazy the Native Americans fighting like Pedro de Alvarado and stuff like that, and I was exploring around there, kind of, visiting the different communities around Lake Atitlan and drinking coffee. And then I found you guys that were sourcing from the highlands of Guatemala. And I was like, wow, I got to try it because it was great coffee then. And so I tried it and I've been ordering it ever since. I get a couple every month.
No, right on, dude.
My favorite is I'm partial to light roast. I like a lighter roast. So I do the medium and the light roast. I get a bag actually I was a little tired this morning. I drank 3 cups already this morning. So.
Excellent, man. No, I'm glad you enjoy it. My co-founder, I guess he was the founder of Action Coffee. We're in the process of rebranding right now to encompass a couple of other products, but he fell in love with it, the process, and really became like a coffee nut. Went down to Guatemala, found the farm, built a relationship, and then really wanted to make sure that when he brought it back to the States, that he roasted it in a way that would kind of keep it consistent with their process. So small batch roasting it in Austin was kind of the way that he went about it. And our goal is to just continue to try to build on that, keep the history, because especially with coffee, I mean, there's so much competition out there, and I'm glad that it tastes great. But at the end of the day, I think for us, I'm glad to know that the story resonated because it's important to us as well. So.
Well, and you can see it actually in the coffee that you guys. I'm a little bit of a coffee. I've visited farms and seen them dried too. I'm a connoisseur. I love coffee, but I could see how when the beans came, I could see that they were roasted with that process, right? Like they weren't. You get my wife's from Costa Rica, so in one of her somebody in her family sells to Starbucks, one of the farms that sells, and honestly, I don't like that coffee because I don't know if it's the way they process it and roast it. And I can see the difference in your beans. They look like the traditional drying and roasting processes that I've seen there in Costa Rica, some of the small family farms. So I looked at that right away, and I could see in the beans and smell it. But you could just see how the bean selection, they're not oily when you get them. They don't have extra sugar roasted into them. It's just like pure coffee beans, and I dig it. It's one of my favorites. We have good coffee here in Pittsburgh too, but that one's the one I go. That's my morning go-to. I get some of the other ones in Pittsburgh.